I've had plenty of white folks. I mean, this is just starting off in high school. I've had white folks tell me that yes, yeah, I actually do separate the difference between standard upright black folks such as yourself and niggers. Like I'm sitting down at their table inside of their house because one of my friends, white boy, we grew up in a mixed neighborhood. They had the thug niggas around selling the drugs, selling the weed and shit. And he would buy weed every now and then. I don't know. I don't want to really get too much into a personal story because I know people don't like personal stories and shit. But his father, his father was mad at him because his father, said that he still lives in the house. He doesn't have a fucking job. He just got this Hispanic girl pregnant, and he wants to be this fucking rapper. Okay, but who does he hang around? Who's the majority of his friends? Black boys, black guys, thugs, thug niggas. I mean, he got some upright, stand up black men in the neighborhood like me. Like I would still handle my business and I would say, okay, well, yeah, I'll hang out with you guys for a little while, and boom, boom, boom. And I became cool with his family. But still, like, his family was like, well, why can't you be more like Sam? And I mean, this is some serious shit. Serious shit. And even right now, I believe he's a pizza guy, a pizza delivery guy. And everybody else in the hood, they're in a fucked up situation. Everybody's selling drugs or, doing these odd fucking jobs down there. It's sick. It's crazy. In New Orleans, it is fucked up right now for white folks and black folks. And you got the wiggers, they call them. But most of these guys have grew up around a lot of black folks who live in these type of environments. And these type of environments that I'm talking about are generally lower middle class areas. Where you have a middle class environment and next to it or maybe a couple miles down you have the trailer park. When you have white folks and Hispanic folks mixed in and black folks as well, but they stay in houses that are anywhere between $50 and $150,000, something like that. I'd appraise them, but I'm probably giving it a little too much at the 150. But these are the type of homes that these people live in. Okay, and then you got your light skinned girl who may live in the outskirts of the city somewhere. I don't know, maybe in Metairie, Louisiana. And she stays in a nice home, nice 2.5 fucking story home with a dog, a little poodle, and everything is pampered for her. Yeah, yeah, she is going to be a little more stuck up to the thug niggas, or it might be some Romeo and Juliet, Cinderella type shit. Like you might have a guy who lives in the hood who might pull her at the mall and shit, and then she might love the bad boy image, and she wants to try to adjust it a little bit to fit her world. All right, this is what's going on, man. It's a cultural issue. So, I mean, a lot of white folks too. White folks, you got your George and your Becky, those type of females and guys. I mean, they know what's up. They know about the music. They know about the urban trends and shit like that. They know about the urban fashion. And what do? I mean, they might play some of this music at their graduation parties. Um, the little parties here and there, they might play the shit. Come on, dance, dance, Dave, come on. And, they might do their little dance to it, and then, they might slip in their techno. They might slip that in there. But when they go home, it's back to the money. It's back to standard society. They don't bring the shit to work. They don't bring it with them on the street. Yeah, sure, they might know who Panda is. Panda, Panda. They might know who that shit is. But they're not gonna tell you at work. Some of them will sneak it off to you, but it's a cultural thing. Black folks tend to want to live the culture 24/7, and I don't mean just the black culture like wearing some fucking beads and dressing hotep. It's what I like to just call it. Just simply dressing hotel. Like I'm not saying, and even with that, there's a time for everything when you dress for the occasion. But I don't know. Maybe I'm ranting a little too much. But seriously, man. A lot of these people on YouTube are not from fucked up backgrounds, and if you are from a fucked up background, then you can understand what I'm saying. If you're from a fucked up background and you tend to have learned a little more about how to be dignified and keep a strong integrity about yourself, and doing that by having a strong integrity about yourself, it's like it's not where you're from, it's where you're at, and where you're going. And I've seen people at work that said, "Ah, I'm sure you think I'm supposed to change the way I am inside of work versus how I am outside of work? Shit, I'm not gonna do that. I'm real." It has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with the type of fucking environment that you're in, and you have to adapt to it. And this is a dark-skinned black woman with weave that told me this shit. I'll never have to do that. And I'm just telling her, look, you just don't go at these girls like this. You just don't go and talk to people any type of way. I'm real. I'm real. Okay. She was eventually fired. Shit, man. Because of that. Because she ended up cursing out one of the supervisors there, and they complained and told the manager. So, it's a cultural thing. I'm sorry for keep saying that shit. I'm sorry. But I figured I had to put up a video real quick. A little something, something. A lot of people on YouTube are not the people that we talk about from day to day. Because I know these people don't come to these type of channels. They don't look for this type of dialogue. They don't. They are looking at something else right now. They are looking at something else, and I guarantee you it is not this. Okay? They don't have time to look at these type of things. It doesn't even hit their grid. It doesn't touch it at all. We need to understand this. That's why I'm in the streets. That's why, I'm active and I speak to these people, the ratchet ones and shit like that. I mean, we can't just get on YouTube and talk about them. Come on, guys and girls. All right? So, let's go ahead and get off of here. And you guys enjoy this new week that we're approaching. So, I'm out, you guys. Sam Sim. Peace.